Right now at noon, voters in the 4 states head to the polls. We'll take a look at the turnout so far.
We're going to be cool and breezy as we head into the afternoon. Some leftover clouds, a few leftover showers. A look at that forecast is coming up.
Plus, a local dentist has a sweet way to benefit soldiers.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
Well, today is Election Day and millions of Americans will cast their votes. This is KOAM News at noon. I'm Elise Snowy. Now, voting polls in Missouri have been open for about 6 hours and they close at 7 p.m. tonight. KOAM's Melissa Alexis is in Jasper County speaking to some voters at the polls.
Thanks, Elise. Polls opened at 6 o'clock this morning, and the Donald E. Clark Justice Center has been seeing a steady stream of people coming in to vote.
I wanted to come in early, get it done, be able to show off that sticker,
Victoria Roush is a voter, and she's coming in before work to make sure to get her vote in.
I decided to come in before work. I think it was important to just start off my day coming in. I'm fortunate enough to have a job that's really lenient on time anyways.
While voters were inside, multiple people were outside the facility with signs relating to Amendment 2, which is about abortion.
I'm a little disappointed to see it right outside the polling place. But I understand their thinking, trying to get those last minute decisions. But again, I think the polling place should be somewhere that's just politically neutral. It should be somewhere that everyone feels safe to come and voice their opinion.
Steve Spracklin, the supervisory election judge, reminds people to not wear attire specifically supporting any political candidate.
Should not be wearing any kind of political statement shirt or hat or jacket. That's not permitted in the polling place. So come without that and with your ID.
He also reminds people to go to your local polling place and vote.
Come vote.
Do research. I think that's important. And then just come out and vote and have your say on what you feel like should be done in this world.
Reporting in Joplin, Melissa Alexis, KOAM News.
You can find more information on what you should keep in mind when you go to cast your ballot. You can find that information on our website, KOAMnewsnow.com. Polling places in Missouri opened at 6 a.m. and will remain open until 7 p.m. In Kansas and Oklahoma, they open from 7 a.m. and will be open until 7 p.m. And if you want to look at what's on your ballot, that information is online. Just go to our website, KOAMnewsnow.com/elections. Now let's check in with Chris Warner for a look at the forecast.
Yeah, we've got plentiful clouds out there. Got a few showers lingering across the area as well. Quick look, MoDOT camera, 20th and range line. Getting some sun, but this is definitely still what we would consider mostly cloudy. Same from our camera in downtown Pittsburgh. Not as much sun here, and you can also see the camera shaking as the winds are picking up a bit out there. Skywatch Storm Tracker, we do have some showers, some heavier rain out there as well as all this activity and what's left of it continues to lift off to the north and to the east. And then, of course, we had the severe weather yesterday. Now, survey teams will be out making final and official assessments here, but this is that one supercell we talked about this morning that just generated a nearly long track tornado that radar estimates put at an EF3. So we'll get some official data, but damage reports all the way up to the east side of Bentonville. This is likely a tornado. It was 96-mile-an-hour wind gust in Rogers County near Talala, and that's the same storm that came up and dropped a tornado or a supposed tornado near Chetopa. So again, survey teams will make some assessments out there for us, and we'll have some better answers this evening and tomorrow morning for you. 62 is where we started yesterday. 71 is where we made it, so of course well above where we're supposed to be for this time of year. Today, though, we're not going to be that far off from normal. 66 in Joplin, had a little more sunshine up here. 63 down over in Pittsburgh. Still have some upper 50s out there. So like we said this morning, some of us not moving so much, but others getting a little more sunshine in there. So now Grove up to 70, so getting a little warmer than what we had thought this morning. Temperatures, though, will start to fall through the 50s as we head through the evening. Upper 40s by 11 with some partly cloudy skies and, of course, those cool temperatures. We have another chance of rain down the road. We'll talk about that and how long the cool temperatures last here in just a few more minutes. Elise?
All right, thanks, Chris. Missouri Southern's Plaster Center played host for a public hearing last night for a potential rate increase for Missouri American water customers. Now, overall, Missouri American seeks to increase its water and sewer revenues by a little over 34%. Now, one customer speaking at last night's meeting says this latest request comes too soon after watching his monthly bill jump $18 just last year. The Missouri Public Service Commission says hearing input like that is important.
It is critical that we hear from the public because frequently in these sessions, the public will point out issues for billing or for service or other things that should be a part of the public record. And the commission does want to hear in the formal hearing what the public has to say. And this is their chance to have impact.
Now you still have a chance to submit written comments on the commission's website at psc.mo.gov. Well, construction begins on a multi-million-dollar fiber optic project for the city of Joplin. Now, the Joplin City Council approved the project with Allo Missouri LLC back in April. The fiber optic route will be installed with the help of contractors who will install underground ductwork. Some neighborhoods could see Allo representatives going door to door to help explain the process to residents. You can read more about this project on our website. Of course, that's KOAMnewsnow.com. The Riverton High School FCCLA program is partnering with Community Blood Center of the Ozarks. Yesterday's blood drive was an opportunity for community members to donate blood. Now, not only does the blood drive help fill community blood banks, but it also helps provide scholarships for FCCLA members.
Like giving blood, yes, it can be very frightening, but honestly, it's just really heartwarming. And knowing that now we have a program where if you give your phone number, sometimes the person who receives your blood can text you and give you a thank you letter and let you know that you did save their life. And so that's just really good.
Riverton schools will host another blood drive on March 10th. Well, if you're looking for a sweet way to protect your teeth while supporting our soldiers, we have the perfect solution for you. Carthage Pediatric Dental is inviting you to donate your unopened candy. This candy will be sent to soldiers overseas, and for every pound of candy you donate, you'll earn $1.
Sugary things is one of the main causes of cavities in kids, and we know a lot of kids end up missing school because of toothaches, because of dental abscesses, especially in our community. And we want to help parents help their kids not have that sugar.
Carthage Pediatric Dental will also work with the Carl Junction School District students to get those treats to the troops. Well, coming up, we'll take a look at the science behind the leaves changing. And later, we're making braised country short ribs in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen. The leaves in our part of the country are changing colors and falling to the ground. But what about the science behind this beautiful time of year? KOAM photojournalist Ty Park talks to the Missouri Department of Conservation about what causes leaves to change.
Here in southern Missouri, we're entering the peak of fall color right now. Usually it's late October, early November, so that's now. It seems like some years it has been later. That peak fall color has been in early November, but this year it seems like it was a little bit more traditionally like the last part of October. So whatever's happened in the past, the main deal is now, this year, it looks to be the peak of fall color, so now is the time to get out and enjoy it. From the science side of it, fall color, the leaf drop, is, okay, you ask, there's two. First I'll get the leaf drop and then it's fall color. Leaf drop is something that trees need to do every year to sustain what they need to complete their annual cycles, and that's the leaves. The leaves absorb moisture, they absorb, all kinds of the oxygen, they absorb carbon dioxide. Trees need leaves for their annual life cycle. But throughout the course of the year, because of wind and rain and weather, those leaves get worn out. Think about if you wore the same pair of pants, think about if you wore the same clothes every year, never changed them. Those clothes would get worn out. Same thing happens with the leaves. What starts out at a broad surface to collect moisture and whatever else those leaves need to collect, by the end of the year, they're tattered, they're torn, they need to be gone. So what happens from the tree side is they drop those leaves. And because the leaves have to drop, if the leaves just fell, there'd be a lot of little openings all over those branches for diseases and all kinds of other bad things to enter the tree. So it's called the abscission zone. Basically, the tree closes off those little openings where all the nutrients and everything had been flowing into the leaves. They closed that off. So no bad stuff, no diseases, no foreign material can enter through those little openings where the leaves have been. Well, when you close that opening off, the leaf drops.
Well, still to come on KOAM News at noon, Mr. Food.
Are all ribs created equal? No siree, and we have a dish that proves it.
And we've got additional rain chances on the way, and it's going to be a little warmer as we head into our Wednesday. Latest on that forecast when we come back. Welcome back to the KOAM News at noon. So we had a few showers this morning. We have a few showers, even a couple of rumbles of thunder out there this afternoon. And these are going to exit, and we'll have a brief period of dry weather before we see additional rain chances. Let's start with this look outside, though, from our camera in downtown Pittsburgh. That's not an earthquake, and if it is, we're not feeling it here, but I'm pretty sure it's not. That is wind. That's because we told you this morning, winds out of the west. We're going to begin picking up, gusting 25, maybe 30 miles an hour, and well, that's what they're doing. It's also still mostly cloudy. Look at all this cloud cover out here. We have this gap, and in this gap, we've actually gotten a little warmer than what we were anticipating this morning. Not that that's bad. I mean, it's bad for this time of year. We're warmer than where we should be, but hey, it's a nice warm day out there. Go take care of some business. So here's a look at those showers and storms. We're going to start here just to the east of Jasper and Lamar, north of Golden City, around Jericho Springs and Stockton. We got some moderate showers out here. Not much going on, but heading towards Stockton Lake. So if you're out, I know it's Tuesday, who's out on the lake, but if you are, just be aware, some rain showers out there. Got some heavier rain up by Osceola, that's really about it, though. We could see a few additional showers attempt to develop on the southern edge of this line. See, we're starting to get some down toward Cassville at this point, but all of this, if you watch the line, of course, on its way out of here, and then back behind it, way over here west of Wichita, clearing skies. So we'll eventually get in on some of those clearing skies. So again, by about 2 o'clock, maybe a stray shower or two lingering. Otherwise, still dealing with mostly cloudy skies across the area. And again, once those clouds build back in, for those who have warmed up with the sunshine, it's going to start to cool back down. And we'll continue with mostly cloudy skies through 5. And then as we get past 5 o'clock, we'll start to go partly cloudy. And that's how we'll start our day Wednesday. Could be a little on the cool side, though. I think most of us will be right around the mid-40s tonight, but some low 40s will be out there, and some rural locations may even reach some upper 30s here and there. So a bit of a chilly night ahead. We head into Wednesday. It's going to be another partly to mostly cloudy day, kind of variable clouds, but it will be warmer on our Wednesday across a broader area, mid-upper 60s. However, taking a look at Yates Center, Fredonia, Chanute, Parsons, maybe a few extra clouds out there through the day tomorrow, and that may keep temperatures down into the low 60s for you guys. And then as we head into our Thursday, another great day. It's going to be a pinch cooler. It'll still be partly cloudy. We're going to go low mid 60s, and then it'll be overnight overnight Thursday into Friday, and we'll start to see some additional showers. Mostly cloudy in Joplin, as you can see from our camera at 7th and Range Line. 66 winds out of the west-southwest at 14, gusting to 24 already. Heading over to Pittsburgh, again, mostly cloudy skies out there. I hate when that box disappears. Sometimes it has an issue with wind gusts when it doesn't matter. The point is the winds are gusty. It's still out of the west-southwest. 63, that is what it feels like. Around the region, we've got temperatures, again, where we've got that opening with some sunshine, or we got a little more of it, it's a little warmer. So we got some upper 60s, got a couple of 70-degree readings. Otherwise, where it's been a little cloudier, again, some of you, Yates Center, Chanute, Neodesha, you reached your highs early this morning, and that's about as good as you're going to muster because these clouds out to the west are not going to go anywhere anytime fast. All right, again, low 60s out there, but again, some of us got a little more sunshine, going a little warmer. Those winds will continue. We'll go partly cloudy overnight. Winds will be calm tonight. Mid-40s for most of us, but some of us could be a little bit cooler. We headed toward Wednesday, partly cloudy, upper 60s for most of us, but again, some, if you get a little extra cloud cover, could be a little cooler. East breeze at about 5 to 10 miles an hour. Over the next 10 days, Thursday again looks great, low mid-60s out there. Showers, now there are the possibilities of at least a couple of thunderstorms, but the good news is the severe threat Thursday into Friday looks to remain 2 hours south by quite a distance, which is good. Weekend looks all right. We warm up next week. More storms next Wednesday.
All right. Thanks, Chris. We'll stick around. We're making braised country short ribs in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen. We'll be right back. Howard's making braised country short ribs in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen.
We're a nation that loves our baby back and spare ribs, and that's whether they're dry rubbed or slathered with barbecue sauce. Here in the Test Kitchen, we think short ribs are one of the most overlooked cuts in the meat case. They're called short ribs because they're short in length, and they come from a cut of beef called the short plate. You see, the short plate is located right next to the flank and the brisket, so you know whatever you make with these is gonna be good. So let me show you how to make some amazing short ribs. We started by dredging these in some seasoned flour and browning them in a heavy soup pot. Once they're browned, we add some cut up carrots, celery, and onions, along with a can of condensed beef broth to add a nice rich flavor, some water, a bit of fresh garlic, and a bay leaf. Then all we do is cover it and let it simmer for an hour and a half or so until the meat is fall off the bone tender. You see, the meat gets super tender while it cooks, and all the flavors from the veggies simmering in the broth create a sauce that is incredibly delicious. I do hope you'll go online and get the recipe for our braised country short ribs so you can serve your family what we think is the best of the best. I'm Howard in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a tender as can be way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
You can find this recipe on our website, KOAMnewsnow.com. Now here's a look at the 4-state market prices.
All right, so some of us got a little more sunshine today, so you're going to be a little warmer out there. Otherwise, low 60s, partly cloudy by this evening. Not a bad Wednesday. Showers return Thursday night into Friday and Saturday morning. Warming up next week, thunderstorms next Wednesday.
All right, thanks, Chris. And a big day today. What do you have for us later on,
indeed.
Dow?
A whole lot's coming up today at 5. Of course, it is Election Day. It means tens of millions of Americans are casting their ballots across our nation right now. We're going to check out some of the voter turnout so far in areas of the 4 states. Plus, Joplin students are taking part in a mock election, and Crosslines Ministries hosts a charity lunch. Hope you'll join us for those stories. A lot more, of course. It's coming up on KOAM News at 5.
Absolutely. Lots to look forward to tonight. Thanks, Dow. That's the news for now. Thank you for joining us on KOAM News at noon. We'll see you right back here at 5. Until then, have a great rest of your day.